Welcome back to another episode of the Fourth Quarter Podcast, man. As y'all can see, we got the whole gang back. I know y'all been waiting for this. Rod and Cam had to take some special leave. You know, they had some stuff going on, but we all back, and I know y'all been waiting on us, man. This is episode 37. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of ground to cover. We're gonna start off slow, but if y'all been fans since day one, y'all already know the question I have to ask. How is everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
I'm doing good. I thought when y'all was gonna go, but I'm great, man. I'm straight chilling, bro.
Any
Good
right?
too.
How we feeling tonight, man?
I'm good, man. I'm happy to be back, man. Teach y'all some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I seen y'all went off the deep end without me, so I'm here to course correct. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, me and Kenny held it down, man. We held it for our true fans. Y'all know me and Kenny held it down. But yeah, like so we back. We back to regular scheduled programming. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to come hopefully double episode weekly for y'all. If not, y'all definitely gonna get an episode a week. I'm not gonna dive too deep into what people were doing, but we just had to take care of some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nothing serious, like I always tell y'all. We just we grown now, man. Like it's these responsibilities kicking out. You know what I'm saying? But look, um, today for like the first topic, obviously we can't just skip over Giannis getting his first NBA championship against the Phoenix Suns. I'm gonna start off by saying, well, first off, I just want to say, this probably gonna rub people the wrong way, but yeah, hey, I'm a man. I'm gonna say it. Phoenix shouldn't have been there. But with that being said, congratulations to Giannis. They balled out. He actually moved up a lot on my tier list. I mean, every episode y'all saw was saying like he always made it to the playoffs, MVP, blah blah blah, and he wouldn't do anything this year. Not to take any credit away, there was a lot of injuries, but this year he went and he got the job done, 50 piece. And when I honestly thought he would be out from the injury, I believe it was the Nets series or the Hawks series, and he came out and he balled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, first let me say like congrats to both teams. Like they can only play who's in front of them, and they did their job. You know what I'm saying? So congrats to the Suns. Congrats to the Bucks. A big congrats to the Bucks because they actually won. But I do agree. I think honestly both teams shouldn't have we all kind of can come together and say like things may have been different. I'm not even saying that they like definitely wouldn't have, but things definitely would have been different if teams were healthy. So you know what I'm saying? But like I said, they can only play who's in front of them. So congrats to all of them. Like they did their job. Congrats to Giannis. He came up big, you know what I'm saying, and got the job done.
I actually want to give myself a little bit of credit. You know what I'm saying? This is dating back to bubble time. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, watch out for them Suns. And I was like, hey, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, I was
look at
actually
him.
with
You
you
know
on
what
that. I was actually with you on that one.
I'm saying? but
And
look at him now.
I think me and Kenny are still the same. Like even with what Cam just said, we not gonna sit here and act like LeBron wasn't hobbled, AD wasn't out, Kawhi didn't play,
No, LeBron, he
Jamal
was on the
Murray didn't
court.
play.
He was good.
We're not gonna act like that didn't happen. Each
I
team
feel
missing
like
a star player.
LeBron by himself is overall is better than Chris Paul plus Devin Booker. Like, you know what I'm
Chris
saying?
Schroeder,
That's a bucket. 6 man in the year.
yeah, he gonna take his 6 man ass right over to Boston and get him 5 mil.
You know what I'm saying? We about to go to the ECF again. Like, but man, the Suns manhandled the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? And people was like, oh, they injured. And then they're like, but with the what's the name? The Nuggets gonna get them right. Manhandled the Nuggets. And they like, okay, but you know what I'm saying? Clippers. And I get to you, cool. I was out. But Paul George was there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not even. I don't think anybody say that they were gonna they were gonna beat them, bro.
Who, the Nuggets?
No, the Suns, like with all those injuries, I think each fan of those teams knew like what the stakes were. Now I'm not gonna cap. I do agree with what you said. Even with a hobble LeBron, I thought we would have took them to 7. But those other two teams, no Jamal Murray and no Kawhi Leonard, I already knew what it was.
Lakers fans was like, they're gonna get packed up next round. I seen it. Don't try to play it all. I seen it. Like, it's over. That was fluke. You know what I'm saying? MVP about to get it right. Side note, Jokic might be the most disrespected MVP of all time. We're gonna say that for later, but I just had to get that out there real quick.
I forgot he got it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's getting no coverage. Like people trying to like sweep that under the rug, and I don't get it.
Do you
But-
really deserve it though? But you know, hey, that's another. That's
Oh
another.
Lord!
That's another. You
deserve it
know,
to me.
saying, Kenny, how you feel about the road to the NBA Finals and who won?
I feel like Giannis showed people like it's levels to this, and like Giannis showed us a lot. Like he got through the barrier that people say he couldn't get past. And obviously, if the Nets were healthy, if Kyrie Irving was healthy, and James Harden was healthy, and Kevin Durant was healthy, obviously, if they were healthy, the Bucks would have lost in fucking 5. But Giannis still did what he had to do, and he get credit for that. He proved people wrong. Like, I don't think he'll ever do it again, but he's on a hot streak, and I have to give him credit. Like, free throws, I think he went 17 for 19 in the last championship game, 17 out of 19. He made free throws. I'm going to give you 50 points. Defense, he really couldn't get much better out there. He did what he had to do, so I have to put him – he's at a new tier now. Like, he's pretty much – he's at the top now, right now.
Do y'all remember where y'all had him at before?
I honestly don't. My game be changing a lot, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
You mean as far as like ranking him like within the top 10, top 5?
Yeah.
I think he was like, if I just had to take a guess, just based on the players who are superstars or whatnot, I think I always had him like 6, like right outside, knocking on the top 5 door.
He top 5 now for sure.
Yeah.
Right now you would have to, but that's what I mean. Like, if the season start and Harden has 10, 40-point games, we probably gonna be like, oh no, like, you know what I'm saying? So it changes a lot.
What's your top 5? Real quick, just run off your top 5.
Well, before we run the top, for me, to just piggyback off what Cam said, to me, it doesn't, I'm not, and this may sound like some people might not agree with this, but I don't change based on one season or what happens one season. I mean, Giannis he's top 5 now, but it's only because I feel like he's been creating this portfolio for himself to be in my top 5, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not just basing on, he won a chip. Oh, okay, Harden, you out of there. But yeah. But to what Rod just said, this is no order. I guess I'll go first. This is no order. LeBron, KD, Steph, Giannis, and Kawhi.
I like that. I like that top 5. Kenny, what you got? What's your 5, bro? Luka.
Nah.
Zion.
Nah. My top 5 and my shit is in order. Giannis, I got Giannis number 1. I got KD number 2. I got LeBron number 3. I got Harden 4. And I got Embiid 5.
Cam, hurry up. Just go, Cam.
I got the same. It's no
Nah,
order.
bro.
No order. Okay, can I give you 6? It's hard because Harden and Steph, I don't know. But like, I don't know, pretty much the same thing that Demir said, no order, but Harden is like, he be sneaking in. Like,
This like, y'all pranking me, right?
What, Embiid?
Kenny and Cam, y'all pranking me?
wait, what you
There's
mean?
no way Steph is not solidified in the top 5, right? There's no way.
Well, for me, all like the last 3 changes. So I know I said Harden and Steph, but Giannis as well. Like, no, I mean Kawhi as well. Like Kawhi, Harden, Steph, Kawhi could go on a cold streak, load management for 10 games, and it's like, I don't even know if you in there no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then Steph be getting injured. Harden also, like, it's just hard, bro. It really changes a lot for me. But KD, LeBron, and Giannis right now, they're solidified.
Yeah, they're in my. They all in mine. The 3 you just said, Giannis, KD, and LeBron, like they in mine.
Who was your last 2, Kenny?
Harden 4, Embiid 5.
Embiid is nowhere near mine. Like,
well, I'm rating when fully healthy. Like I'm rating when fully healthy, and when fully healthy, like I think they was first for the most of the season. They was first in the Eastern Conference Finals before he got hurt. It looked like he was about to get the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year maybe. And I'm giving you 30 points. I'm making my free throws. LeBron, you don't make yours. So Joel Embiid, like he can
That's
really
the same player that got beat by the Hawks, right?
You gotta help me. I can't do it by myself, but you gotta help me. You gotta help him.
What's yours, Rod?
I can't be mad at you, honestly. I'm thinking about it. And he had a pretty good year. So
He did, that's why I don't want you to think me saying he's not near mine means like you're
no.
an idiot or nothing.
Don't get me wrong. Like, you know,
Just saying no.
Right, yeah. But Rod, go ahead. What's yours?
Off the top of my head, bro. It's not in order either. Bron, KD, of course. Those are no-brainers. Steph is gonna be in mine regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna go Giannis. And I don't really know who I want to get the 5 spot to. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Is it between certain, or is it just like a lot of people?
Off the top of my head, it's just between Harden and Kawhi. So, and I don't really know who I want to give it to there, because there's jinx you got to take with either one of those. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why I give the nod to Kawhi is because he can. I'm not gonna score. I don't want y'all to. He can't score at just as good as Harden, but he can give you 34 and still like clamp you. Harden is like, I'm gonna give you a 34, and it's like, okay.
See, I think there's a difference, but I think Harden is literally saying you can book my 35. Like, would you say 34?
Yeah.
Like Kawhi, he can't. I'm not saying he can't, but it's. I don't know how to explain. Like,
he's a very underrated scorer, bro.
No, he is. He definitely can score, but it's levels, like Kenny said, like Harden's. But Harden also is hurt by the fact that he played with 2 other stars. So it's like
that's what I was saying. That's like, but I ain't want to discredit him for that. But it's like, you know what I'm saying?
You run Kenny's name up, Cam. 32, 6 and 6 is not. That's not good enough to be in your top 5. Leading the league, 32 years of age. Like, nobody. Kent Bazemore on his team.
I can't put I can't put Steph Curry in my top 5.
Even though I have him in mind, I will say it's hard because everybody else is held to certain standards. Like, which he did make the play in. I think he actually would have made the playoffs if it wasn't for a play. They did the 8 seed, right?
Yes. And
I just feel like these other players, like with that, their roster wasn't that bad.
Who are you talking about?
The Warriors.
Me and Kenny had this argument every day of here, bro.
Compared to who?
Compared to
the 4 other guys y'all just named.
Compared to those other 4, it's not even like a competition. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You saying like their rosters?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like KD, like LeBron, like they have great, amazing rosters. I'm saying like the standard of those, like if KD, if you replace him with Steph, he wouldn't have an excuse to be the 8 seed. Like they would be like, why are you the 8 seed, KD? Like, you see what I'm saying? That's what I mean with Steph.
I agree with that.
I think context comes in with everything, bro. And honestly, I don't feel like a lot of these guys can lead teams the way we think they can just based on what we see them do with great teams. And I think we get that confused. Curry, to me personally, I mean, I know some people may look at Andrew Wiggins different than, like Rob may look at him different than Kenny, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that roster was one of the worst I've ever seen. And if he didn't get hurt, I think they would have been like a 5th seed because Curry got hurt.
Honestly, and that's where I will give him credit at. Before, I don't know if he got hurt or somebody got hurt, but
it was him. I think he was out like 12 games or something.
They were like 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
At one point, but at the same time, like LeBron didn't get that excuse.
He got that one. Like he gets so many excuses. And it's like y'all say
the playoffs and got excuses. Like, you know,
no, well, that's what I'm talking about. That year when he got hurt, I know some like fans, like some people that are smart, understands it. But for the majority, people were like, "No, take it." Like,
but
bro, you go on the street and ask anybody, "Bro, I gotta take that drink." You're like, "No."
No, bro. Like even
that's the common
as a Lakers fan with AD being out, I'm like AD was out. Like with Curry is like, no, you made the play in. Like, no. But it's like I'm doing everything. 32, 6 and 6. What more do y'all want?
That's why he's hard to judge. Cause like I agree with that part. Like, well, like do y'all want me to average 40? Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I don't think Giannis would get this excuse. Like I think they would be like, yeah, I want you to average 40. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think Giannis. he would be around the same James. If he had that roster, I don't think like it would be like a James. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he'd be like a
see
top
none of
5
the
seed.
four that y'all named. Even I could see LeBron, but we never seen KD with a bad team. We never seen Harden. Well, Harden is kind of different to like really put into because he had got like they were no names kind of, but they played their role good. But pretty much what I wanted to say is like we've never seen these guys in a situation where they had to literally do what Curry did this season. But see, that's the thing. I'm not even talking about this season. To me, Curry just solidified his position in the top 5 with this season. But the same thing I said about Giannis, he's been building his portfolio, you know, this whole time, and this really just set it off. Like I still took my team to the play-in, would have been the playoffs, and I don't have nobody out here. Andrew Wiggins, thank you. Kent Bazemore, ODU, thanks. Like it's like,
Oh, Jordan Poole.
yeah, like bro, like
He took a big step up though. Let's give
I
him a
just
slot.
feel like I don't know, like, and this is me really asking. Like, I'm not trying to like make a point or nothing. Like, if you replace him with LeBron, do y'all think people would say like, yeah, like they probably gonna make the championship?
no. With that, it's the same. Obviously, the people don't know what the conversation we had on the court, but it's the same conversation we had on the court. I feel like y'all use that term too loosely. LeBron will have to add teammates, period, point blank. He's not taking that team to the finals. In my own personal opinion, obviously me saying don't mean it's a fact. That's my own personal opinion. Kenny and Rob, what y'all think? This Warriors team, y'all got LeBron goes to the finals?
LeBron, you put LeBron on this team. If you replace LeBron and Curry spot, the Warriors wouldn't make the championship.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't. He wouldn't have enough. You got Andrew Wiggins, Eric Pascal, Kelly Oubre, James Wiseman, which these guys are decent players. I think Andrew Wiggins is actually pretty good, but if you were to put LeBron in that situation with the Warriors, it wouldn't cut it. Now, I do think they would increase the seeding. They were 8th seed this past year.
Mm-hmm.
I do think they would increase to maybe a 6 or 7 seed, but they wouldn't make it to the championship. They just wouldn't have enough.
I blame Kelly Oubre, bro. What happened to bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, he was battling injuries as well. Wiseman was battling injuries towards the end.
That's also why it's hard because a lot of them were injured. Like, who knows where the Warriors would have finished if everybody was healthy?
Yeah, because Wiseman is pretty good.
Yeah, that's now that one thing I will agree. Obviously, he's not top 5 center, but
Nah.
he was a pretty good rookie this year, and he actually was helping Curry a little bit. But I honestly felt like it was Curry and 20% Draymond out there, 80% Curry, 20% Draymond out there. And that ain't no knock. Like Wiggins I think he had a couple 30-point games if I'm not mistaken, but it's just like.
Now let me ask y'all this, and like KD, LeBron, Giannis. We're saying that they wouldn't have made the championship. If they were the 8th seed, do y'all think they would be getting celebrated for it?
LeBron?
Any of them?
Definitely not LeBron James.
No.
LeBron, KD, I would say no. But if it was like an Embiid or even a Kawhi, it might be like, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that is very interesting that people were acting like Curry did the most impressive thing in the world that he got to the 8th seed. They were like, we were acting like he just did something that was unheard of. Like you averaged 30 points, which I knew he was going to average 30-something points because you're the only one that's really a scoring threat, and you don't have Klay Thompson. So if you don't have Klay Thompson, that probably means you're going to get more shot attempts. If you get more shot attempts, that probably means you're going to get more points. So I knew he was going to get more points, but I knew it wasn't going to amount to much. I'm surprised they even made the playoff, but half of the teams in the NBA make the playoffs. So to me, that means you're about average. You made the 8th seed, you're about an average team. If Curry's all that, you should be average. Them motherfuckers was average.
You make it seem so simple though, but when you have guys guarding you, doubling you before you even pass half court, that's not an easy task to average 30 points. And he shot 40% from the 3.
They don't double him like that the whole game. They do it like a little bit.
You are crazy.
Don't go crazy now. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And I want to make it known, like, he's in my 5. Like, I just want to play devil's advocate. Like,
yeah. I mean, no, yeah, y'all opinions are respected. Like, I'm not just getting no Kenny. Like, why is he like? It's not a fact that Curry's a top 5 player. But yeah, but go ahead.
But yeah, I was just saying, like, with Curry, like, I'm not impressed that he got to the HC, and I figured he was gonna. It's a scoring league. Curry's a great scorer. He's one of the best scorers in the league. Like what he did to me, I wasn't really impressed. Like I knew without Clay, he was gonna score more points. Now that Clay's coming back this upcoming year, his points will probably go down. That's just how the cookie. Then that's how that shit crumbled. Like I really wasn't impressed by Curry. What he did, I already knew he could do, and I actually come on, man. AFC, I'm just not impressed. Like I feel like they were on the same level as the Wizards. I feel like y'all aren't good. Like, come on, Curry.
The AC in the West is a bit different from the AC in the East.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh no, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, far as level, like tiers, they're not a tier 1 team. They're not a tier 2. Like I would put them with the Wizards, like in their tier.
That's so ridiculous to me, man.
I am biased when it comes to Curry, though. I can't lie. Like,
oh, I am too. I'm not gonna say in cap, but like trying to even take the biasness out of it, you have somebody averaging 32, damn near. You are correct. 100% of the game, no, they are not getting double. I mean, he is not getting double, but about 70, 75% of the game getting doubled, and you're averaging 30 points, put up 60 on Portland. Like, that's not like something anybody like that, even in the top 5 would be like, oh, that's just like I knew he was gonna do that. Like, no, it's hard to like.
I'm a type of guy. I believe in figuring stuff out. So I understand he's getting doubled and stuff like that, but I can't give him that free pass. I just can't. Not when we're saying he's such a great player. I can't give him that excuse. Like we don't give the LeBron excuse. We don't give LeBron the excuse that he don't got shooters on his fucking team and he got 2 fucking people waiting for him to drive. So the paint is fucking packed. We don't give LeBron that pass.
well, because they're held to 2 different standards. Like they're both great players, but LeBron is considered a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And Curry is just considered a great. Like, you know what I'm saying?
See, I can't. This goes back to what Cam be saying. Like you said, they're under a different standard. Like some people think LeBron's the 3rd best player, the 2nd best player in the NBA, and Curry is in y'all top 5. So why is the standard different? Like they wait on LeBron to drive to the paint, and I don't hear people give him that free pass.
Well, I mean, that kind of contradicts yourself. Like, and what did you just? Well, you can have somebody and consider top. Everybody's not going to be up there with Mike. The only 2 that's in that top 5, I think we all can agree on that can be considered for the GOAT argument right now is KD and LeBron. Everybody else is kind of like, okay, like nobody is really held to that standard other than LeBron. So when you can doing all these comparisons, you really have to like take a step back when you say some things because, yeah, like LeBron is like. It's like if he, like for instance, him get kicked out in the first round, like it was like, what is going on? Why isn't LeBron like? Why is he out in the first round? But if somebody else were, like how you just said, we celebrate. It's just different. Like he's considered the greatest of all time. Curry he's the greatest shooter of all time, but they're not putting him up there with Mike.
Oh, I thought y'all were.
To segue that, y'all honestly just made my argument, I guess, as to why I still think LeBron is the best in the league. Because it's like until I'm not held to a different standard than everybody else, then I technically have to be the best. Because it's like
agree. LeBron is the best to me.
And as a career-long LeBron hater, that plays into my hands. Because in order for that stigma to get eliminated, y'all have to stop saying he's the best in the league. So it don't matter to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
if he's still the best, okay, you get out the first round. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't want that, then say, okay, like he's not the best no more.
Yeah, I'll take the little first round, like, but yeah.
So when we do these, like you, Kenny, like, and I don't want to feel like I'm just focused on you, but like I think you're the only one like whose list is different from mine. So when you do these, are we like, what are we doing to like pretty much, are you adding accolades into this to like, or like what are you going off of? Because statistically, Curry had a better season than Embiid, and if we're going off like career, then Curry is a champion. And Embiid can't get past, like, you know what I'm saying, like he's EFC, like, so it's like, what are we like doing to what pretty much what makes Embiid better than Curry to you? He can score, if not better. I mean, he's a center, so he's going to get more
different,
rebounds.
but yeah,
Curry passes better in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like what is it? Like pretty much, yeah. Why can't you put Curry in there and Embiid does get a pass in there?
Well, first off, I'm a big fan on like I look it's certain things that I weigh a lot on my scale. And if like Embiid's a two-way player, like Embiid's gonna he's gonna average between 25 to 30 points, which is very hard to do in general, especially as a center. It's hard to do because you're not the one bringing up the ball and stuff like that. You got to depend on somebody to get you the ball. So I
But
feel
just
like
like okay, my bad. Go ahead.
I feel like Embiid's gonna give you 30. I feel like he's gonna do it at a good percentage. I don't give a damn when people say, "Oh, he's a center. He's at the paint. He's supposed to be 50%." I don't want to fucking hear that because he still has to make the layup. So he's high percentage. He really doesn't have a weakness. Like if you ask me for a weakness for Curry, I'll be able to tell you. And you can say that he's slow and Embiid is slow, but he can guard his man. Like so, even if you say he's slow, out of shape, he can guard his man. He's good offense. He's great offensively and defensively. Curry will never be. We will never talk about him like, oh, he might get defensive player of the year. We'll never talk about him that way. So when I look at both sides, I just got overall. I got Embiid. They're both the best at their position. I would just have to go with Embiid. Like overall, I got to go with him. Like when they're both healthy, I just got to go with Embiid. I know it's not popular, but I just got to go. I got to go with Embiid. That's part of the reason why I got Giannis one. He's like, we're probably going to be talking about Giannis next year being the defensive player of the year probably. He's probably going to average 25 points a game. He's going to be very efficient. So I just got to go. I can't put Curry over Embiid. I just can't.
Well,
Okay,
Embiid,
that
at some
defensive
point,
player.
you got to do something, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what have you done for me?
That was pretty much my whole questioning. So even with all of that being said, Curry is a one-time unanimous MVP and a 3-time champion, a one-time steals leader for defense. So it's like, what, like,
So
and on paper, Embiid has had rosters that can contend for a championship.
That's what I was about to say.
hold on, I got a question. Hold on.
Go ahead.
So pretty much what y'all are saying. Oh, Embiid he gets stats, but he doesn't have much of a resume like Eastern Conference Finals rings. That's what y'all getting at, pretty much.
That's
yeah, I mean, yeah, like with all that you're being said, what has he done for his team? So you saying he's better than this, that Curry better? Like does he have a defensive player of the year to be that good at defense?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know if you.
I wasn't being an asshole. I wasn't being an asshole. I was literally
Yeah.
I was asking like, so for him to be so good at defense, he don't have a defensive player of the year. He doesn't have an MVP. So it's like, what empty calorie stat? Like, what are we doing here?
Who
He
got
got beat by
defense?
Trae Young last year. This past season, for him to be so good, he got beat by Trae Young.
Who got defensive player of the year last year?
Gobert.
I mean, yeah. Wait, I think it might have been Young. Then he went MVP and defensive player.
Well, wait, are you talking about this past season or
This past season?
Oh, Gobert won it this past season. Yeah.
So Gobert just won. So you're asking what Embiid done. So it looks like he hasn't won a defensive player of the year, to my knowledge. But that's fine. Ben Simmons, he probably hasn't won yet either. But we know he's a top defender. Like we know he's
probably won't even be on the roster next year.
huh?
That's a different. No, I get what you're saying. I was just being funny. That's a different conversation. But yeah, I was being funny.
The point is, I don't care if he got defensive player of the year. The point is, he's with Gobert. He's with Giannis. He's with.
Oh yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you. Like I said, I wasn't being a a-hole. I'm not disagreeing. Like I said to what Cam and Rob was saying. Like pretty much what I'm saying is like. So with all that being said, he hasn't done it. Like he has to start doing something. He's not getting any younger. So for him to be better than a 3-time champion, 2-time MVP, like can we get something from you? An all-star MVP?
If all it takes is getting a double playing defense and losing in the second round, we might as well put Gobert in that goddamn top 5. You know what I'm saying? But that's all you're gonna do.
He give you 15 and 10 with a defensive player.
With the defensive player of the year. He ain't gonna almost get it.
And the defensive players, like these guys, they kind of like getting over easy. Like Giannis, don't get me wrong, he's a great he does what he's supposed to do, but it's like you're a great help defender. You're long, like you know what I'm saying. Like you can recover and block shots, but it's like this is a guards league. Like it's not many centers that Embiid gotta wake up and be like, oh my goodness, I gotta go against Steven Adams tonight. Like it's like he got Jokic. And that's for like I can't really, like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we can
Like,
all agree. Gobert is ass. If we all gonna be
and
honest,
I don't want
Gobert
it
is
to.
ass.
I don't
I'll
want it to
take
seem
him
like
on
I'm
my
taking.
team.
I don't want it to seem like I'm taking credit because they're doing, like, everybody doesn't do what they do. So I gotta give credit, but it's just hard. Like I remember in the playoffs, like Giannis was like, "Yeah, bro, this guy is like the best player in the world. Like we gotta find a way to stop him." Like, what you mean, defensive player of the year? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead,
KD's a different animal, man. You know what I'm saying?
but that's what I mean. Like, that's why I don't like to bring that up. And like when you're comparing them, like it's like, yeah, you're a defensive player of the year. You're a help defender, which is great. I'm not saying that's not good, but it's like you're not guarding nobody really. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're getting it because you helping and getting blocked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
Giannis literally didn't guard KD. And it's like,
when you,
what if he's such a great defender, defensive player of the year? Why aren't you taking that challenge? You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like defensive player of the year should go to perimeter players because it's a guards league. Like
it's smart.
it's not really like these big men
Now you
aren't
talking.
guarding. Like don't get me wrong. If you look at the like advanced stats, Gobert probably is like blowing people out the water as far as like defensive win shares and stuff like that. But it's like that it's just hard when you're actually like looking at the game. Like they're just help defenders pretty much, which they're great at it. I don't know.
This
Don't
is
get me
gonna
wrong.
sound dumb, but I'm gonna just say it. This is gonna sound dumb, but I don't think centers should be allowed to do it. If somebody smarter than you is going to the lane to get a layup, you should block it. That's your you should be
Oh,
able to do that.
thanks.
Yeah, so piggybacking on what Cam said, I think it should be guards. Like Ben Simmons, a great candidate. Marcus Smart, a great candidate. Avery Bradley, when he played for us, great candidate. I don't know what he's doing now. Thibault, he's a good candidate. But like these like, thank you for doing your job.
I'm on the fence, man, because a good defensive big man they can actually change the game for you. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, defensively. Like, you
for
know what I'm saying?
sure.
It takes the pressure off of all the other perimeter defenders, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
also, like you said, like those perimeter defenders, they fighting for their lives out there.
Yeah,
PJ Tucker was fighting for his life out there, bro, and getting
Literally.
torched. Like, you know what I'm saying?
you're not really gonna find, like, for example, like people aren't gonna get 2 and 3 steals a game. I mean, it is like it might be some people that get, but I don't know how to explain. I feel like a block is way more than a steal, and like to the voters or whatever. Which I guess it should be because, like you said, Curry led the league in steals one year, and we know he's not no defensive player of the year. But
Hold
but yeah, I don't know. It's just hard, bro, because like I said, it's a guards league. Not I ain't even gonna say a guard. It's a perimeter like play league. Like the league is like more perimeter centric. You know what I'm saying? So it's just hard, man. These big men, they're just getting off.
Don't get me wrong, Kenny. I agree with you. I do think, to go back to square one, I do think Embiid is a great defender, but things get a little different when you have a multi-dimensional player such as John Collins. Now you're going to have a little bit of trouble because he actually gave Embiid some fits on some of them games. So it's just like, now with your argument, it's kind of like, are you this great defender when John Collins is catching alley oops on top of putting his nuts on your head?
I mean, just when I say someone's a great defender, that doesn't mean like Kevin Durant or, you know what I'm saying, somebody won't give them 30 and get cross or something. I'm just saying he's a better he played defense better than Curry. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying he's just gonna guard Kevin Durant or he's gonna guard guards. I'm just saying, like, to me, Curry's defense is a weakness.
Yeah.
That's a weakness. When I look at Joel Embiid's game, I really can't think of a weakness. Like I said, you could say he's slow, I guess, if you want. He's a piece slow, I guess. You can say out of shape, I guess, if you want to say. But with Curry, I can literally say, like, attack him. Like,
why are those I guesses?
Huh?
Not to cut you off, but why are those I guesses?
What
Like,
I guess?
why is he slow? I guess. Why is he out of shape? I guess. Why aren't those major factors into his game? I'm going to speed past you and make a layup.
Oh, because I'm saying I guess because if y'all want to put him on guards. But far as if you put him on centers, like, I don't know, just name a few centers. I think
Joker.
He can move with him.
That's one thing I will give these like Embiid. Like not saying he gonna lock what's name up or nothing, but when it does come to the one good center, I think he can play pretty good defense on Jokic. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So I just gotta I like to look at both sides of the ball. I like to look at who can run a team and just Embiid, I feel like he really don't have a weakness. That's why I was saying, like, we can say he's slow, I guess, like if you want to put him on a guard. Obviously, he can't guard Kyrie, Dane. He can't guard guards. What
Right.
I'm saying is, you're a center. If you put him on a center, you're not going to find too many centers that are going to just like, attack Embiid. He can't defend well. But on the other end,
Context matters with everything, though. There
Hold on.
aren't too many centers in the league that can go crazy.
that don't got nothing to do with me. But on the other end, I can get guards that attack Curry, and so I say destroy him, and I feel confident that they're going to destroy him. Kyrie, destroy Curry for me. Kyrie's going to say, okay,
Who isn't
Damian
Kyrie going
Lillard.
to destroy?
huh?
Who isn't Kyrie going to destroy? Who isn't Dame Lillard going to destroy?
I can't. Hey, I'm just saying.
Like, can we really punish him for not being able to guard the top point guards in the league?
I think Embiid can say, I'm going to stop my man. My man isn't scoring. I don't feel like
you
Curry.
stop
can
Tristan
say that.
Thompson. Thanks. Curry
I
could
don't
have did
think
that.
Curry. I
Like,
don't
you know what
think
I'm
Curry
saying?
can say that. I don't think Curry can say that.
I got two things. I think Curry's defense, like it being bad, is overstated. I don't think he's a bad defender. I don't think he's great. I think he
don't
do his
either, bro. I
job.
don't know.
Like,
I
you know
think
what I'm
he just base it on his size and call him a bad defender. When we've seen a couple threes get hit in his mouth. Who hasn't got a three get hit in his mouth? Who hasn't got crossed? LeBron has gotten crossed. Like, that doesn't mean Kawhi Leonard has gotten crossed before. I've seen it. Curry crossed him. But like, what does that mean?
Is
Do
Curry a
just
good
take away-
defender?
Huh?
Is he a good defender?
I think he's an average league defender at his position. I think he's average at his position.
Average. Okay, so average. So that's not good.
I don't think he's a defensive liability. I don't think having him as your point guard hurts your defense tremendously or anything like that. I think he just does his job. Like, he's not bad at it. He's not great at it. Like, he played defense though. Like, you know, so it's not like he out there sitting on his hands. And another thing, like Embiid, this might seem like menial, but Embiid, he has a weakness in his defense, and this is pick and roll defense. He plays drop coverage with everything, and I've seen it every single playoffs. They use that, and that's how teams beat in games with them. Because you got Trae Young, somebody who is a mastermind at getting to the middle of the floor, and if he gets to the middle of that floor, he's gonna make everybody around him better and himself better. And Embiid is let him come off the pick and roll, get to the middle of that floor. He can pull up, floater, pass it to the corner man, throw the lob, and that's why the Hawks were even in that series, because Embiid doesn't step up. You know what I'm saying? And he does. He's a great help defender. I give him that. But he does have like holes in his defense, which allow teams to be in those series with him. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point, but that's a very good point. Oh my goodness, I'm impressed. But it almost sounds like you're saying they lost because of Embiid. Like, you gotta help me.
I'm just saying, like,
No. Yeah,
you're saying he's such a great defender, but something in his defense is the reason why that the Hawks were in that series when I don't think they should have been.
And he has holes in his offense as well.
What?
He has terrible shot selection most of the time.
I disagree on that one.
You shouldn't be taking threes, or you shouldn't be taking as many threes.
I
And
feel like
he looks for the foul like he's a guard. You're the most dominant player in the league. Why are you looking for fouls?
I feel like he took less threes with Doc.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't even think it should have been at the clip that it was at. He should be at 1 a game. Me personally, I'm not a coach though, so
I feel you. I feel you because he got a better chance of posting and shooting a three. I get it.
yeah. I mean, but
like,
go ahead, Cam.
no, it's hard. Cause to me, Embiid, like, he can't say the like I need help for the loss to the Hawks. Like he had help.
You got an all NBA point guard. You know what I'm saying?
What?
You got a 20 PPG score.
Y'all are
You
so
got shooters. You know what I'm saying?
They just lost. They just got.
He got help. Like, y'all so slick because sometimes we want to act like Ben is all that.
No.
Sometimes he sucks. So which one is it?
Okay, what does he need? Like, what you think he need?
He got to get.
Like,
He
to
got to
win.
They got to get rid of Ben.
No, I'm saying just in that series, what did he need to? Like you said, he need help. Like, did he need like a 20 point per game score? Did he need somebody to get 18? Like, what did he need?
You gotta get rid of Ben, like somebody that's gonna like better score.
So that right there, Curry's whole team is holding him back, and he's getting like punished for it at the AC. And B got one dude on his team that's holding him back. The rest of the team is solid. It's just that one dude, and now it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, B, you need more help. Like, is that fair?
Hey, it's something y'all gotta understand about the game. Cam talking about it's Cam talking about it's a guards league. It's also a shooting league. And Ben is the worst one in the NBA at shooting. And that hurts. It matters. Draymond's not a good shooter, but you gotta fucking respect it somewhat with Ben.
Do you?
Yeah, somewhat. He's a better shooter than Ben.
They still
Ben,
got Steph Curry over there.
he's pretty good. He's a pretty good player.
They still got Danny Green over there.
He's getting
Or
older.
did I say did they have him this past season?
He's getting older. He all right.
Tobias?
Tobias is a pretty good scorer.
Okay.
I give you Tobias and I give you Tyrese Maxey. I give you that. Curry, I give you that. But Ben hurts.
He all NBA. He's a defensive player of the year candidate himself.
Hey, Cam said it.
It's like I can't shoot, but I'm gonna play defense for you. I'm gonna pass for you. I'm gonna get rebounds for you. I'm gonna do everything but shoot. And we got shooters. And we got you, Mr. 30-10 and defensive player of the year. Do you really need that much more? Am I holding you back that much? And if I am holding you back that much, are you as good as you say you are?
Yeah, you're holding me back because you don't do the basic fundamentals. You don't make free throws, and you pass the fucking ball on a layup to Thibault and set him up. So yeah, you are breaking me down that much.
All right, man. We gonna.
What you saying, Kenny? But to me, they don't. If they lost to the Bucks that way, it's like I actually need help to beat these guys. To me, they don't have an excuse to lose to the Hawks, a team that y'all said wasn't even gonna make the playoffs. So it's like, how can you go from not making the playoffs to now Joel Embiid, the first seed? I think they might have had the best record in the entire NBA. Maybe
At one point.
for the Jazz. But how did they go from not making the playoffs to y'all being the 1 seed and now I need help to beat them? You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
he still should have won. The Hawks were the underdog. Philly should have won. I'm owning that one. I'm just saying Ben doesn't really make it easier on them, but
and I agree with that. Like I agree with you wholeheartedly that if they stay together, it won't work. Like,
It's not.
Well, I think we all have said that Ben. We have all had a collective agreement that Ben is not that guy. But just like how you said, we pick it or people pick and choose when Ben is good for the team. You can flip that, and it's the same thing to help the team. Like, oh, Ben is this great defender. Ben is this great passer and all of this. So it's like that. He don't get no excuse from me.
And this is gonna obviously Embiid is the better player, but Ben could say Embiid doesn't help me. Like y'all.
He could, but the thing is, it's like Joel Embiid. He could say, "Nigga, I'm better than you. Shut up." Like build the team around me. The Bucks built the team around Giannis. So we're gonna get rid of Ben, and then we're gonna make then we're gonna make the finals. So
Ben, he doesn't to me, it's bad. I do kind of I try to put myself in his shoes, and it's like when we started this season, y'all knew I couldn't shoot. So why when we get to the playoffs, y'all trying to act like it's something different? Even though he was he literally was out there scared, like you said.
Right. That's what I was going to say. He was literally making that cute play.
So I do give it to y'all. He got to go, but I just don't like how people be like he can't shoot. Like y'all knew that.
No, that's on Doc. I remember them excuse me. I remember them asking him like, are y'all gonna make him shoot? He's like, we don't need it. And then at the end they asked him what happened? He's like, I don't know what his future looking like here. Like we literally
no, don't do that.
Yeah. But that's always gonna be a good debate, man. I think it's a no-brainer, Curry, but I guess Kenny thinks it's a no-brainer for Embiid. But we're gonna segue into our last topic for the night. Kenny kind of said it in his top 5. Why isn't LeBron still the best player to you? Because you had you had an order, right? And you said Giannis was first in your order, right?
I got to put him on. Yeah.
Okay, so why isn't LeBron still considered the best to you?
I feel like his offense I feel like his scoring is taking a step back. And I feel like his free throws isn't getting better, but I'm not going to harp on that too much. He's never been really a good free throw shooter, but I actually didn't know it's how low it was. I thought he was like a 75, 77% free throw shooter. He's actually like a 69, which that's not a huge deal, but it kind of is and it's kind of not. But I'm not going to talk about the free throws for too long. But I feel like he's really not much of a scoring threat as he used to be. He's still going to go out there and make threes, be a great floor general. He's going to score 23 points or whatever. He's still great. I just feel like he's taking a step back far as scoring the ball. Defensively, he's not getting better on defense. He's defensively, he's not. I feel like Giannis is great offensively and defensively. But with Giannis, I have to say, like, I really don't know what I'm gonna get for him per se, because him making 17 free throws out of 19, he probably won't do that again. Him getting 15 points, he probably won't do that again. But I understand some people say Giannis, like, he doesn't actually play defense, like far as sliding his feet. He's not, I think Kendrick Perkins be saying he's not sliding his feet laterally to play defense or whatever. But I still got Giannis as one of the best defenders in the league. So of course he's beating LeBron there. Giannis is getting better at passing. And even though his shot is broke, even though Giannis' shot is broke, he's not taking as many threes. Like, he's not taking many threes. I think he's learning that even if y'all step back, I'm still going to put my foot on the gas and I'm going to drive to the rack. And he scores at a pretty high rate. When I look at both sides of the floor, rebounding. So even when Giannis isn't getting 30, I feel like he's able to have a huge effect on the game offensively and defensively. I just got to put Giannis at one. And he's the hottest right now. Like Cam be saying, this could change. Like Cam said about 20 minutes ago, Harden could come, you know what I'm saying? Because at one point, when Harden was doing what he was doing with the Nets, maybe some people was thinking Harden was the best. So this could change fast. Like, I might think Kevin Durant is the best next week. This could change fast. But as of right now, as of today, I wouldn't want LeBron James as the best. I wouldn't want LeBron James for my first player right now. But this could change.
Well, I mean, I think me and Cam, I don't want to speak for him, but I think we're in agreement that LeBron is still number one, right?
Yeah, I got LeBron number one.
So, okay, just so I'm gonna just do mine quickly so Cam could speak, and hopefully Rod will be back by that time. But so you brought up free throws, which I don't know why. Giannis shot 68.5 this past season. That's probably about the same where Bron is. Bron is the better scorer, in my opinion. I mean, I know we've seen Giannis put up 50, but it's so hard to give people credit and then take it away. But I have to say this: when teams play him correctly, he is not as effective, and we have seen it year on, year off. With the Heat last year, who they lose to the year before that? Toronto.
Yeah, that's not about right. Yeah.
So it's like there's ways you can. I won't necessarily say, because I think he finally broke through to the unstoppable Jank, but there's ways you can slow him down. I still think at age 36, 37, whatever LeBron is, there is no way to slow him down. And for everybody who's going to say what happened this year, LeBron was obviously hurt. You could see it. Solomon Hill should kick his ass out the league, rolled on his damn ankle. He should be out of the league, but you could see it. And then I think it's kind of like what I used to tell you about Draymond. You're not going to play to your full extent when you know what's going to happen already. So LeBron knew AD wasn't coming back. And he's like, why am I even going to, you know what I'm saying? So going back down, so free throws, they're about the same. LeBron is the better scorer, in my opinion. I don't even know why you brought up passing. LeBron will probably go down as the best passer in basketball history. So that one won't even be close ever. And lastly, defense. I mean, I don't want to give him an excuse, but he's 36. And then last year, we seen what he can do when he locked up Giannis, when he locked up PG, when he locked up Kawhi. So it's like, LeBron, he like when he has the energy, he shows that he can still do it. And Giannis isn't that far off. Like, I don't think the defense. I think it's only because he's younger and longer. But
say that again. Hold on. I want you, before you say go ahead and say that again. What you just said most recently.
The last part, I think the defense is only as like lopsided to Giannis's way only because he's younger and longer.
Well, that's an advantage then. If you're saying he's better on defense because he's younger and taller, then that counts.
I mean, yeah, yes, yes. But so yeah, I mean, okay, so I'll give him defense. Everything else, I have LeBron. So even with him taking a year off, getting his ass kicked in the first round, that's why I said, to me, some things don't change. So I'm not going to say Giannis is just the best because he finally got a chip off of. I'm going to be the one to say it. I'll play devil's advocate just because Kyrie and Harden was hurt. I'm not going to change my top. I'm not going to change LeBron's position just because Giannis got his first ring. And we're still expecting LeBron to even make it there, being 36 years of age.
For me, I'm not gonna go too like far into stats or nothing, like, because it's all situational. Like, like LeBron scoring, yeah, it's gonna go down when you play with AD. And the same with like Giannis, if he played with another huge star, like his scoring would probably go down. Like stuff like that is situational. But
25, 8, and 8.
but well, what we said earlier, like until people aren't holding him to a different standard, then I think it's like I'm the best. Like if somebody else does the same exact thing as me, y'all are like, it's okay. But when I do it, it's like, no, you're LeBron. So to me, it's like, yeah, that shows right there that he's the best. In simple terms, like I could go longer, but I want to hear what Ryan got to say about it.
Mute.
You on mute.
Good call. But man, with LeBron, bro, it's like a catch-22, bro. Like, because even if you try to stop holding to that standard, his fans like, why you not holding to that standard no more? Like, what you want me to do? Like, you know. But I don't know, man. I do think LeBron is, you know what I'm saying, one of the best, you know what I'm saying, in the league and stuff like that. But it's like, when are we gonna start saying, like, okay, he's dropping down in the rankings? Like, you know what I'm saying? When can we say that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, honestly, I do. I told Cam this mid-season, like when we were watching regular season games. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you do.
But I do believe that Father Time is starting to catch up with him. But at the same time, even with it, like he's still saying, I can go out there and give you 25, 8, and 8.
See, mine isn't more the number, like, cause it's not in today's league. It's probably a few people that average that. You know what I'm saying? So that's not really what it is for me. I think I don't want to keep saying it, but he's just like he's treated differently than everybody. So it's like y'all know I'm the best because y'all are treating me different than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I still,
man.
Huh?
We can't treat him differently if we wanted to, because then people gonna call you an idiot. People gonna be mean to you. You know what I'm saying?
I get, yeah, it is some fans out there, yeah, that'll do that.
But he don't got that takeover ability no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say he
did last year though. Even if you want to say the bubble or the heat or whatever excuse you want to say, he showed it last year. LeBron averaged did he average like 30 points in the finals last year or something like that? Or one of them playoff. And I know Cam said he want to get away from the stats, but the stats is what kind of help. So even if I don't think there's anybody in the league that averaged 25, 8, and 8, like from like 25, 5 and up from those terms, other than like superstars like Russ or Giannis or, you know what I'm saying, KD. Like, so they're going to do it. But it's like for him to still be able to do that and he plays at a high clip still. To me, I do think he's slowed down a lot, but it's only because he doesn't really have to go so crazy anymore like he used to. But to me personally, he just showed his takeover badge last year.
And let me correct myself, because he can still take over a game. I don't mean like that. I mean, as in, like, if AD go down, he's not gonna shoulder the low OD no more like he used to. Like when AD went down, and I'm not saying he got to win the whole series or nothing like that, but I was just waiting for that Bron moment. You know what I'm saying? Where he dropped 40, 10, and 10, and like, you know, they're gonna win, and they kept getting their ass kicked, and I'm like, Bron, like, you know what I'm saying? And I know, like, it's only so much he can do, but with Bron, that's what we're used to, and that's why we held them such a high standard, because he could do that with no matter who was on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Well, I do think, y'all can call me crazy, but I do think he was still injured. I think he would have did more, but he was still bad.
I don't even think it was the injury. I think it was just a great game plan by the Suns. Like, I think they were just like, Schroeder, KCP, like, we're just gonna pack the paint. It's not much LeBron. Like, when he played with the Cavs and he used to like will them to victory, even though he had people that weren't the best, one thing they could do was shoot. Like those teams were able to shoot technically. Like J.R. Smith, you had Kyle Korver, even though he couldn't make a shot, it's still like a threat. Schroeder, I think the Suns are literally like, you're not a threat. Like, we don't care for it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was just an amazing game plan by them. Like, we're just gonna pack the paint, and we'll live with you driving and kicking.
Well, even we never even heard your answer, Ross. So for you, I mean, even though you already given points, but do you even like you think LeBron is the best, or you got Giannis as well? Before we even get to
I
like,
think LeBron's still the best.
okay, so you would okay, but I still do get what you're saying, but okay, well we're in agreement to that. So it's just Kenny.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely understand. Like, I get it. It's just so that's why I just like injuries and stuff suck, man, because I
Yeah.
would have lost a lot of money after game 2 of that net series. I would have bet a lot of money that they was about to get swept. The Bucks was about to get swept because it just looked like it was nothing they could do. But injuries, and then it's crazy how one injury, it's like, all right, now we about to sweep y'all. I think they won in 6, right?
No, it went to 7.
It did?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
KD took
so
him to overtime, and then he missed that last shot. That was game 7.
okay, so yeah, so they went up 2-0 and then won 4 out of the next 5 against the Nets. So it's like, dang, like
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Cam, because me personally, I don't even have Giannis second. I
Okay.
have Kevin Durant.
I was wondering why y'all wasn't saying. I was wondering why y'all weren't saying him. I have Kevin Durant as my number 2 as well.
Well, yeah, I was trying to wait to see if everybody had LeBron first, and then I was gonna get there. But yeah, I don't even have Giannis second. So it's like before he can even touch LeBron, he gotta be better than KD. And I damn sure don't think he's better than KD.
I understand, yeah, because that makes sense why you would say that Kevin Durant, he showed out because Kyrie won't playing and James Harden. You talking about LeBron not being 100%, whatever you were saying, he won 100% healthy. You talking about LeBron. I think James Harden, that motherfucker barely, I seen him get a fast break. That motherfucker couldn't even get up the court. So let's talk about that. And
he
KD
lost
still,
me some money on FanDuel.
what you say?
Harden lost me some money.
Yeah,
I hate
so
to say this, I hate to use LeBron as the example, but I've seen a lot of people saying this, and I agree. I think KD finally went through what LeBron has been going through for some time now. Like his stars went down, and then his secondary people couldn't hit a shot. Joe Harris supposed to be one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Where'd you go?
I was surprised how bad that motherfucker, I was surprised how much he was bricking.
And you were saying like you were praising Joe Harris too. Like you were saying
He's good. Joe Harris is good. It's that pressure, man. Like
Bust that pipe.
that pressure, bro. Like when it comes like Joe Harris, it's like when I got Kyrie, Harden, and KD, it's like, all right, I'm just like I know we gonna win. But now when Joe Harris, when you're down near the second option now, it's like, oh man, like dang, like you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it get rough. Like injuries, bro, they suck. Cause I think I was talking to one of y'all about this, and I don't mean to take their credit away, but I don't think the Suns would have won any of their series.
Absolutely not. I got you. I'm gonna take
if everybody was fully healthy, they would have lost to the Lakers. I would have took the Nuggets over them, and I would have took the Clippers over them.
I think me personally, just I don't know what it is. I don't want to say I just dislike the Nuggets. I don't know what it is, but that's the only team I feel like they would have beat.
That would probably be the closest one for me, but yeah, I would still take the Nuggets in that one too.
They were playing great ball though. Like to what you said about what me saying LeBron being hurt and they just game plan. I think that Monty Williams or whatever his name is, they did a good job. Like as far as like
amazing.
And the Nuggets just it's like okay, you got Joker MVP and Jamal, even with Jamal Murray, I just they're not a good team. I mean, they're a good team.
Like, bro, injury, like one human, like it's crazy how much one person can, like, for example, the Lakers, like with LeBron hobble and then AD going out, it's like y'all aren't like we're not scared of y'all no more. You know what I'm saying? And obviously those are two like of the best players in the league. But it's like even with the Nets in them, like Kyrie went out and now we're gonna win 4 out of the next 5. You know what I'm saying? Against y'all, like injuries just suck, bro. Like
yeah, they do. But yeah,
and like the Hawks, even though I love the Hawks, like I don't know, man. Even though they beat healthy teams, it's just like they might have would have made the finals if what's the name if Giannis was actually injured on that play, like they might have would have literally wasn't it like won. And
Injuries.
it's crazy to even think that the Hawks might have been in the finals. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, injuries played a huge role. Injuries had played a big role, man.
And if
Kawhi.
Dame didn't hurt his finger in the bubble, they might have beat the Lakers. So, like, you never know with these things. Like,
I think that nigga Dave was like, all right, we about to get I think he was on a flight or something. What you like a private jet or something? Like taking pictures and stuff. Yeah, I think he knew. I think he knew it was over for them. Let me go and get up out of here early. But yeah, man. Like Kenny said though, to wrap it up, like this stuff, it changes a lot. So I don't want us to like if it's 8 episodes down the line and something changes, be like, oh no, like in that episode you said this, like I said, if the season starts and somebody start off hot, we probably gonna say like he might be top 3, like you know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean,
I'm a believer in Anthony Davis. Like when he's healthy, he taking one of them spots. You know what I'm saying?
might take Embiid's.
I'm not sold on him as a top 5, bro.
Not after last year.
So we gonna end it off right there, man. After Rod just said that, dumbass.
Nah, Beretta. After last year, he might not even be top 10. But yeah, when he's healthy, he a problem, bro.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. He's definitely in my top 5 when he played like the year he played when he got his first chip. No questions asked.
He's a high roller, man.
But I'm not gonna let Cam speak for me, y'all. Mine is solidified. KD, LeBron, and Curry. No matter who come out hot, cold, medium, lukewarm, they gonna be in my top 5. Those last 2 spots are interchangeable. I just feel like they will have to be bad for like 5 seasons before I tell them like, okay, it's top 8. Like those 3 players just get stuff done.
I think the only 2 for me that are like that is LeBron and KD. Like
that's respectable. Curry don't got his respect yet, but it's okay. But yeah, man, that's been another episode of the Fourth Quarter Podcast. I always tongue twisted that jank, but I hope y'all excited. We're excited. Check probably not this video, but just be on the lookout for in the description because we will be adding our Twitter in there, and I will be making us a TikTok as well, just to get like the tasty controversial clips of some dumb shit Kenny saying. So just make sure y'all checking that out, man, and y'all give us a follow on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram as well. Yeah, we hope y'all as excited as we are to get back and get our basketball opinions out there. And
sure.
Yeah, man.
And make sure y'all liking, like when y'all watch, like the video and leave comments. So like we'll actually react to y'all comments and stuff because one, liking helps us get out there. Like the more likes we get, the more YouTube will show us off. And then the comments, it just makes for better content, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all liking and comment too.
Even if you don't watch it, like it. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all take care, man. And we out.